God says Archangel Michael is standing near you at this very moment, his sword of light lifted high, his voice trembling with urgency and love as he commands you, open this at once, do not delay, because a wonderful and shocking news is on its way to your home, and if you hesitate even for a moment you might miss the divine blessing that has been marked with your name since the beginning of time. The heavens are stirring, the angels are moving, and the gates of light are parting open so that what has been hidden for years may now be revealed to you. This is not an ordinary message, not a casual whisper, but a command from the throne of God delivered by Michael himself. He is ordering you because this moment carries weight for your entire destiny. He is not speaking lightly. He is not sending gentle suggestion. He is issuing heavenly command, open, awaken, receive, because what is coming is so shocking that you will remember this day forever. For too long you have prayed, you have wept, you have wondered why heaven was silent, why your answers seemed delayed, why doors seemed locked, but now comes the hour where the lock is breaking, the seal is opening, the truth is pouring out. Michael has fought battles in the unseen realms for your sake, battles you never saw but that nearly tore him apart because he loves you with a fierce love. He is ordering you to open this at once because he does not want the thief of delay to rob you again. Heaven has already released the blessing. It is not pending, it is not waiting in review, it is already released, it is already flying toward your home like a dove carrying a golden letter sealed by God Himself. This letter contains shocking news, the kind of news that will shake you, not in fear but in holy awe. Think for a moment of how many nights you have sat awake wondering if God remembered you. Think of how many times you wanted to give up, how many times you felt abandoned, how many times you thought maybe you were overlooked. Michael heard those cries. God counted those tears. The heavens recorded your sleepless nights, and now, in this very moment, a divine order is being executed in your favor. You are not overlooked, you are chosen. You are not forgotten, you are marked. You are not left behind, you are being brought forward. The news that is on its way is proof of this. Archangel Michael says there is a package of light, not of man but of God, already descending into your life. It may come through the words of a letter, a message, a call, an encounter, but its origin is not human. Its origin is the throne room of heaven. A scroll has been unrolled with your name written in letters of fire, and as it unrolled before the throne, the angels shouted with joy because finally the appointed time has come. The shocking news is that the thing you thought was impossible is already prepared, already delivered, already sealed for you. Michael says, do not fear. He says the enemy tried to intercept this message many times, tried to cover your ears, tried to blind your eyes, tried to distract you with noise, tried to bury you in confusion, but he has fought, he has cut through those blockages, and now he is delivering this to you directly. He orders you to open because the delay is broken, and this time you must not let hesitation rob you. God says He has watched every step you took. He saw when you walked alone. He saw when your own family did not understand you. He saw when friends betrayed you. He saw when you carried pain in silence. He saw when you asked questions in the dark. And He is answering not with a small sign, not with a whisper, but with a shocking news that will shake the walls around you. The kind of news that when it enters your home, everything changes. Doors open. Debts vanish. Health restores. Joy floods. Tears dry. The kind of news that cannot be hidden because its light fills the room. Imagine a messenger running with breathless urgency to your door, shouting your name, holding a golden envelope pressed to their chest because it is too holy to be dropped. That is the image heaven shows now. Michael is that messenger. He is pressing it against his heart as he runs to you. He is trembling with urgency because he knows what is inside. He cannot contain his excitement, but he is also commanding you because he knows the enemy will try one last time to block you by making you ignore, doubt, or delay. That is why he orders, "Open this at once." God says there are people who did not want you to know this. There are forces who tried to hide this from you. They thought if they could delay it long enough you would miss it. But heaven says no, the time is now. The shocking news is unstoppable. It is already written. It cannot be erased. It is like lightning, once released, it must strike. And you are the ground where it is striking. You may feel unworthy. You may wonder, why me, why would heaven send me this? But God says because you endured, because you did not let go even when you were tired, because you stayed faithful in small things, because you prayed even when you doubted if prayers mattered, because you kept a spark of faith alive even in storms, now the heavens have rewarded you. The shocking news is not random, it is reward. Archangel Michael says you are safe. He says do not fear the shaking that will come with this news, because it will shake everything, but only to rebuild better. Old structures will fall, but they were weak anyway. Old ties will break, but they were chains anyway. Old fears will scatter, because light drives them out. He says you must prepare your heart to receive because when this arrives you will not be the same person. This shocking news may come like a letter, but it carries a river inside it. It carries abundance, peace, justice, restoration, healing, vindication. For years you have been wronged, misunderstood, pushed aside, but heaven says no longer. Michael says God Himself has signed this news, sealed it with His own hand, and commanded it to reach you now. And yet, heaven warns, do not delay. Do not ignore. Do not dismiss this. The enemy wants you to think it is nothing, wants you to click away, to close, to forget, but Michael says, no, open at once. Every second matters. Every hesitation can cost. This is not a message for later, it is for now. God is saying He has already sent angels to surround your home. They are preparing the way for this shocking news to land safely. They are clearing the air. They are standing guard. They are singing songs of victory before you even see it. That is how certain heaven is. That is how unstoppable this blessing is. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not let fear make you hesitate. Do not let the past make you think it cannot be true. God says, "Behold, I make all things new," and this news is the beginning of your new chapter. It will be so shocking that even those who doubted you will have to admit God's hand is on you. Michael is crying with urgency because he knows how much you need this. He is shouting because he does not want you to miss it. He is ordering because love makes him fierce. He is holding his sword over your life and saying, "Enough delay, enough suffering, enough hiding. Now is the time, open this at once, because the shocking news is already knocking at your door. And you will see it, you will feel it, you will know this was not imagination. God Himself will confirm it. Your heart will recognize it. Your spirit will leap. Your tears will turn to joy. And you will remember this day as the day heaven broke the silence and poured a shocking, wonderful blessing into your home. So trust, believe, open now, and receive what is yours. God says, Archangel Michael is speaking directly to you with fire in his voice, with the urgency of heaven burning inside this moment, commanding you with no delay, no hesitation, no second thought, open this at once, because something wonderful and shocking is already on its way into your home, into your life, into your spirit, and the doors of heaven are pushing themselves wide open for you. The angels have gathered, the saints have risen in intercession, and the Spirit of the living God is thundering across eternity into your heart right now, whispering and yet shouting at the same time, "This is not a coincidence, this is not random, this is your divine moment of visitation." Archangel Michael stands holding the sword of light, not in anger but in holy protection, ordering you like a soldier of heaven to not delay, not postpone, not scroll away, not close your eyes to this message, because every single breath you take right now is connected to a shocking news that is about to touch your home. Do you feel the pull in your chest? That's not imagination. That is heaven knocking. The divine current of destiny is circling around you like a rushing wind, and the Father Himself has declared that this is your time of unveiling. You may have thought you were forgotten, you may have thought the silence meant rejection, you may have believed that nothing extraordinary would ever knock at your door, but God is tearing down those lies today. He is sending forth His word like fire into your soul. You are chosen, you are marked, you are about to encounter the unexpected that will change your life. Michael is standing at the threshold of your heart saying, "Child, open this at once. Not tomorrow, not later, not when you feel ready. Do it now, because the window is short and the heavens are pressing into this moment." He sees the weight on your shoulders, the doubts that cloud your nights, the secret tears you shed where no one else can see, and He is saying, those nights are over. The trumpet sound of victory is already in the air, and a messenger has already been dispatched carrying news so astonishing, so wonderful, so beyond human understanding, that when it reaches you, you will fall to your knees in awe and gratitude. Do you know what happens when heaven interrupts? Time bends. Circumstances shift. What seemed impossible suddenly breaks open like a dawn after years of darkness. Right now, the angels are aligning papers, signatures, voices, opportunities, relationships, and doors to come together into one grand unveiling. And you have been given the rare command, open this at once. That command is not casual, it is urgent. Heaven does not waste words. Archangel Michael does not shout without cause. If he says open, it means that in your act of believing, in your act of receiving, in your willingness to embrace this moment, you will trigger a chain reaction that brings the shocking news to your doorstep without resistance. There is something powerful in the way God is arranging this. He is not sending you crumbs, He is not offering you half blessings. He is pouring out a cup that overflows, a river that cannot be dammed, a breakthrough that no enemy can hold back. The same God who split the Red Sea, who shook the prison doors for Paul and Silas, who raised Lazarus from the grave, is the same God who is standing right now and saying, "My child, open this, because the news I have for you is not just good, it is shocking, breathtaking, and life-altering." You may wonder, why me? Why now? The answer is hidden in the tears you cried when no one was watching. The answer is in the prayers you whispered when your heart was breaking. The answer is in the secret kindness you showed when no one gave you credit. Heaven has been recording every action, every sigh, every sacrifice. And now the scroll has been opened and your name is shining brightly. You cannot see the full picture yet, but Archangel Michael sees it, and that is why he has descended with urgency, with command, saying, "Do not delay." The devil wanted you to miss this. The spirit of distraction has been surrounding you, trying to make you ignore this exact moment, to skip over this message, to treat it lightly. But Michael is standing in front of you, sword drawn, roaring with holy fire, declaring, "You will not miss this, not this time, not this season." God Himself has said enough is enough, and He is putting an end to the silence. He is releasing what has been tied up, and He is making sure the news reaches you. This news is not ordinary. It is the kind of news that rewrites your identity, shifts your destiny, elevates your position, and confirms in front of everyone that the hand of God is on your life. Imagine the door of your house right now. Do you see it? Picture it clearly. Heaven's courier is walking toward that door with something that cannot be stolen. It is sealed with divine authority, stamped with heavenly ink, written with your name in bold letters. When it arrives, it will not matter who doubted you, who mocked you, who betrayed you, who said you were finished. The news itself will silence them all. The shocking nature of it will leave even your enemies with their mouths shut. Archangel Michael is whispering, "Listen, listen carefully. This news is wrapped in love, but it is also wrapped in justice. God is not only blessing you, He is vindicating you. He is exposing lies, correcting wrongs, and placing honor on your head where dishonor once stood. The tables are turning, the story is reversing, the script is being rewritten, and your role is shifting from overlooked to celebrated, from burdened to blessed, from rejected to chosen. Do not underestimate what is coming. The shock will be holy. The wonder will be overwhelming. And you will stand in awe not just at the gift itself but at the timing, at the way God orchestrated every step to bring it right when you thought nothing would change. Michael is standing guard right now, making sure no dark force interferes. He is blocking every delay, cutting through every resistance, clearing the atmosphere so that the news can arrive untainted. And He is saying to you again, "My child, open this at once. Open your spirit, open your heart, open your eyes, because if you embrace it, the floodgates will open and the blessing will enter without obstruction." You are not reading this by accident. This is your scroll of destiny unrolling in front of your eyes. This is the Father's way of reaching into your present moment to shake you awake, to say, "Do not miss this visitation." A window is open right now that will not stay open forever. The shock will come, but only the awake will catch it. That is why this message carries urgency. That is why Michael is ordering, not suggesting, not hinting, but ordering you, "Open this at once." And as you breathe these words, as you let them sink into your soul, something is already shifting. Heaven is releasing. The news is traveling. The miracle is moving. It is not far away. It is not for someone else. It is for you, and it is coming directly to your home. So rise in faith. Do not delay. Receive it with trembling joy. Because the wonderful, shocking news that God has declared over your life is not just on its way, it is at the door. And soon, very soon, you will see with your own eyes what heaven has been preparing for you all along. My beloved child, as you open these words, you are stepping into a stream of light that has been prepared for you since before time began. Do not think that it is by chance that your eyes fell upon this message at this very moment. The breath of heaven has been moving across the earth, and tonight it reaches you. God says to you, as clearly as thunder rolling across a summer sky, Archangel Michael is ordering you, "Open this at once, because a wonderful, shocking news is already on its way to your home." Do not delay. Open it immediately. This is not a command to frighten you but a command to awaken you to the miracle moving toward you right now. Even as you read, the winds of change are surrounding your dwelling. The very air carries the scent of the new life being placed before you. Heaven's messengers are circling your space. They have been dispatched because your name has been called in the council of the Most High. Your prayers, your tears, your hidden desires have been lifted like incense, and now the answer is descending. Listen, dear one. There are moments when the unseen world breaks open and the river of divine favor floods the earth. This is one of those moments. Your spirit has been restless because it has been sensing the arrival of this message. For days and nights you have felt something stirring, like the faint tremor before the dawn. That stirring was the approach of this very hour. God says to you now, you are safe. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared for a gift so astonishing that your mind will not comprehend it at first. Archangel Michael himself has been stationed at your gate. His sword of light has been drawn not to harm but to protect, to slice away the fear, the doubt, the delays, the spiritual webs that tried to hold you back. His voice carries through these words as you read them. Do not be afraid of the urgency you feel. It is the urgency of angels rushing to complete a promise. You have walked through seasons where you thought your prayers fell into silence. You have faced nights when loneliness wrapped around you like a cold cloth. You have been misunderstood, doubted, betrayed. But none of those nights were wasted. Every tear you wept became a seed in the soil of heaven. Now the field has reached harvest. The news that is coming to your home, the very news this message speaks of, is the fruit of all those seeds. God says, the time of waiting has ended. The time of revealing has come. Do not hesitate to believe. Do not turn away because it seems too sudden or too good. Miracles often arrive like lightning, flashing and transforming everything in an instant. Even as you read these lines, there are movements in the unseen. Documents are being signed, doors are being opened, hearts are being softened, resources are being shifted, angels are being positioned. The forces that tried to stop you are collapsing under the weight of divine decree. The roadblocks are dissolving. You are standing on the threshold of a room you have not yet entered but which has already been prepared. God says to you, lift up your head, open your hands, open your heart. A wonderful shocking news is on its way to your home. This is not a vague promise. This is a living word. Archangel Michael speaks again, his voice cutting through the noise of your mind. Child, you have hesitated long enough. You have doubted long enough. You have hidden your dreams long enough. Open this at once, for the hour is upon you. The treasure is already in motion. You are surrounded by the light of protection. God says this moment is not ordinary, it is not random, it is not a coincidence. God says this is the hour you have been led toward, even when you thought nothing was happening. God says your prayers, your cries, your whispered words at night when you thought no one was listening, every single one was heard. God says, "My child, I have seen the nights you lay awake and wondered if hope would ever reach you. I have seen the times you wanted to believe but the world around you was shouting louder than faith. And now, at this precise moment, I send my messenger, Archangel Michael, with a command: open this. Do not delay. Do not doubt. For there is a wonderful and shocking news moving toward your home, already on its way, already in motion, and it carries your name. It carries your answer. It carries the very thing you thought was lost. God says, you are safe. Even as you read these words, I am placing my hand over your life. You will not be destroyed. You will not be deceived. Nothing will go wrong with you because I am with you. You are not abandoned, not forgotten, not overlooked. You are seen. You are known. You are loved. Heaven has shifted its attention toward you, and what was once hidden is now being revealed. Archangel Michael speaks with urgency because heaven does not speak without purpose. Heaven does not send messages lightly. Michael is not a messenger of idle words. When he comes with instruction and with a shield. He has been dispatched to stand at the door of your life, guarding, protecting, and clearing the path. He says, open your heart at once. Do not allow fear to stop you. The news that is on its way is not a trick. It is not a trap. It is an answer. It is a release. It is a reversal of what you thought would never change. God says the news approaching your home is wonderful because it is a restoration. It is shocking because it is bigger than you imagined. It is not limited to money or status. It is a spiritual alignment, a divine reversal, a healing that touches every part of your life. This news carries healing for your relationships, clarity for your mind, provision for your needs, and peace for your heart. You have felt a heavy burden, but God says, in this moment, that burden is being lifted. The heaviness that sat on your chest is already leaving because my angels are moving ahead of you. God says you have been patient in secret. You have endured without applause. You have chosen to forgive even when no one knew what it cost you. Because of this, there is an overflow prepared for you. It is coming in waves. It will not be a small trickle, it will be a sudden outpouring. The wonderful, shocking news is not an empty promise. It is heaven's confirmation that what was delayed is now arriving. Archangel Michael stands beside you even now. He says, my child, you have been under attack in ways you could not name. You have been misunderstood, you have been doubted, you have been pushed aside. But heaven kept a record. And heaven's record cannot be erased by human hands. Heaven's timing cannot be stopped by earthly delays. The news coming to your home is the signal that the waiting season is breaking. The long night is ending. The new morning is at hand. God says, do not fear the unknown. Do not fear what you cannot yet see. My plans for you are not plans to harm you. My plans for you are good. My plans for you include a future and a hope. The future you have feared is about to surprise you. The hope you thought was gone is about to bloom again. This is why I say, open it immediately, because if you stay in doubt, if you close your heart, you could miss the very answer you prayed for. Archangel Michael is not only delivering a message, he is actively working on your behalf. He is blocking the plans of those who would harm you. He is dismantling the lies spoken over you. He is clearing the road so the blessing can reach you without obstruction. God says, my child, I know you have been weary. But lean on me, trust me, pray to me. Prayer is your lifeline. Faith is your open door. This message is not sent to frighten you but to awaken you. The urgency is not danger, the urgency is opportunity. God says the news will be more than a letter or a phone call. It will manifest in tangible ways. Expect doors to open where there were only walls. Expect invitations, offers, reconciliations, unexpected provision. Expect dreams to resurface that you thought had died. Expect healing in your body and mind. Expect clarity where there was confusion. Expect the impossible to become possible because I, the Lord your God, am stepping into your situation. Archangel Michael stands as a witness. He says, Heaven has recorded your tears. Heaven has seen your sacrifices. Heaven has weighed the injustice done to you. And heaven has decided it is time to act. That is why this message is urgent. That is why you cannot delay. Because heaven is moving and you must align yourself with its movement. God says, even now, angels are surrounding your home. Even now, my spirit is touching your heart, giving you peace where there was panic, giving you calm where there was chaos. Do not look to your left or right, fix your eyes on me. This is your moment. This is your sign. This is your confirmation. God says, in the coming hours you will feel a shift. You will sense a release in your spirit. The heaviness will lift, the fear will quiet, and an expectancy will rise in you. That expectancy is the signal that the news is near. You will not have to fight for it. You will not have to beg for it. It will come because I have ordained it. Archangel Michael's final words are these: trust. Pray. Stay open. Do not sabotage what heaven is sending. Speak life. Speak gratitude. Speak faith. Heaven is already moving. The news is already on its way. And God says, my child, you are safe. You are held. You are loved. Nothing will go wrong with you because I am with you. This is the hour. This is the moment. This is the wonderful, shocking news you have waited for. Receive it. Believe it. Walk in it. God says He is speaking to you right now through these words, and though the voice you hear may be silent to the ears, it trembles inside your heart. You feel it as an urgency, a stirring, a weight pressing upon you as if something immense and unseen is moving in your direction. God says, "My child, do not think this is coincidence. Do not think this message has found you by chance. Heaven's clock is not like the clock on your wall. When heaven says the moment has arrived, all the powers of the sky align to deliver what is meant for you. That is why this message is in front of you at this very instant. Archangel Michael himself, the great defender and protector of those chosen for light, is standing near you in spirit, his wings unfurled, his sword blazing with the radiance of truth. He is not whispering gently today, he is commanding, because the hour is critical. He says, "Open this at once. Receive what is being handed to you, because heaven will not allow you to be left out of what is coming." God says He has been watching you, not in judgment but in compassion. Every tear you shed, every silent prayer you whispered into the darkness thinking no one could hear, it was gathered. Every disappointment you endured, every betrayal that tried to break you, every time someone took your kindness for weakness, none of it was invisible to heaven. And now the season of silence is ending. A wonderful, shocking news is already in motion toward your life. It has been sent, sealed, and dispatched. In the realm of spirit, it has already been released. The angels are walking with it, guiding it so it reaches you without interference. God says, "My child, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You have been worried about things that will never touch you because I have set a boundary around your soul. You only have to trust me and pray to me. You only have to open your heart and your hands to receive." Archangel Michael says, "You have delayed many times before. You have hesitated, questioned, doubted, postponed believing. But this time is different. This is not a casual invitation. This is a direct order from heaven to your heart." Michael's voice is commanding because heaven's calendar is moving, it is not waiting. He says, "Do not delay. Do not close this. Do not push it aside. Open it immediately. Something extraordinary is about to cross the threshold of your life. It is closer than your breath, closer than your next heartbeat. It has your name written on it in letters of light. It cannot be claimed by anyone else." God says, "You may not understand how something wonderful and shocking can be on its way to your home when all you see are ordinary walls and ordinary hours. But remember, when I move suddenly." One day Joseph was in prison, the next day he was second in command over a nation. One moment the Red Sea blocked the path, The next moment it split open and became dry land. One evening the disciples were in despair. By dawn the stone had rolled away and life had returned. The shocking good news that is on its way to you will not follow the pattern of ordinary things. It will arrive like dawn breaking after the longest night. God says, "My child, I know you are tired. I know you have been carrying not just your burdens but the burdens of others, family, friends, even strangers you help without being asked. I know you have felt overlooked while others receive blessings. But I have not overlooked you. I have been preparing something that matches the weight of your waiting. That is why it is shocking. That is why it is wonderful. The gift on its way to you is not just material, it is a sign, a proof that I have seen you. When it arrives, you will know that heaven has heard your prayers." Archangel Michael says, "My beloved one, take courage. I stand beside you with a flaming sword, cutting away the obstacles you cannot see. I have been fighting for you in places you do not even know exist. I have deflected arrows meant to wound you, cancelled traps meant to ensnare you, scattered shadows meant to confuse you. The reason you are still standing is because heaven's protection has been surrounding you. Now, as this gift approaches, the resistance is ending. The doors are opening. The news is on its way. You are about to see with your own eyes what has been promised to you in whispers and dreams. God says, do not tell yourself you are unworthy. Do not let guilt or shame tell you this message is not for you. If you were unworthy, the message would not have reached you. If you were forgotten, this moment would not be happening. You are exactly where you need to be. All that is asked of you now is to trust, to pray, to receive. Whisper my name as you read these words. Breathe slowly and know that my spirit is filling the space around you. This message is not just ink on a page, it is a current of living light. It is touching you even now. The wonderful shocking news is not only a blessing but also a turning point. It will rearrange how you see yourself and how others see you. Those who doubted you will be silenced. Those who mocked your faith will be astonished. Those who betrayed you will see that you were never alone. This is not revenge, this is revelation. I will show them my favor on your life, and in doing so, I will lift you into a new season. Archangel Michael says, the time for fear is over. You have feared losing what you love, feared missing your chance, feared being left behind. But heaven is not in the business of leaving behind those who trust. This is why I am ordering you, open your heart. Let go of the grip of fear. The message you are holding is not a trick, it is a lifeline. It is the sound of heaven knocking. God says, pray with me now in your heart, Father, I trust you. Father, I open myself to your will. Father, I receive what you are sending. As you pray, you are aligning yourself with what is already yours. Every word of trust becomes a magnet pulling the blessing closer. This is not a small thing. This is a moment heaven has marked on its calendar. That is why the message repeats, do not delay, open it immediately. That is why your heart is pounding as you read. This is not hype, this is the stirring of the Spirit. God says, even as you read, angels are moving. Even as you read, the path is clearing. Even as you read, the package of light with your name on it is being delivered. It may manifest as a letter, a phone call, an opportunity, a financial breakthrough, a reconciliation, a healing, a sudden open door. However it appears, you will know. You will feel the echo of these words when it comes. Archangel Michael says, when it arrives, do not hide it. Give glory to God. Speak gratitude. Let your testimony be a light to others who have been waiting. Your life is about to become a living sign of what heaven can do for one who trusts. God says, my child, I love you. I am with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. Even when storms rise, I am in the boat. Even when darkness surrounds, I am the flame inside. Trust me now. Pray to me now. Receive me now. And so this message pours over you like oil, like living water. It is longer than a few lines because heaven's heart is vast. It is urgent because the time is now. It is personal because you are loved. God says, you will see. Sooner than you think. Open it. Believe it. Receive it. God says this message is being delivered to you now because the hour has come, and your soul has been prepared to hear what is hidden from the noise of the world. Archangel Michael is standing beside you as this message reaches your eyes, and he orders you to open your heart at once. Do not delay, do not doubt, and do not fear, for a wonderful and shocking news is on its way to your home. This is not a random moment, it has been written, and the heavens have chosen this exact time for you. God is watching you right now with an immeasurable love that cannot be shaken. Every breath you take is known. Every tear you have cried has been counted. Every prayer you whispered in the silence has been heard. This is why the message is urgent. Heaven's timing is precise, and when it knocks, it must be opened. You are not alone, you are surrounded by protection you cannot yet see. You have walked through nights when you thought no dawn would come. You have endured tests that felt unbearable. But God says those tests were not meant to break you, they were meant to shape you into the vessel for this news. You have been in a long season of waiting, but your waiting has been seen. You thought heaven was silent, but the silence was only preparation for the sound that is now coming to your door. Archangel Michael is not only standing by you, he is moving ahead of you, clearing obstacles, scattering traps, silencing accusations, and tearing down unseen blockages. This message is not about fear, it is about revelation. It is about release. It is about the kind of change that does not come gradually but suddenly, like a door opening at the very moment you touch it. There is a wonderful, shocking news on its way to your home, and though you cannot see its full form yet, you can feel its echo even now as you read. This is heaven's way of telling you, the moment you feared would never come is here. God says you are safe. You are under divine covering. Nothing will go wrong with you as you align your heart with this message. You have been carried through unseen dangers, through nights when people planned harm but their plans fell apart at the last moment. You thought it was luck, but it was protection. You thought it was coincidence, but it was intervention. God is revealing to you that His hand has always been over your life, and this news that is coming is a sign of His hand still at work. Archangel Michael orders you now, open your heart fully. Lift up your prayer as you read this. Trust God, not because everything looks calm but because He has never failed to keep you even in storms. Trust Him because He is already at your home, preparing the space for the arrival of what He is sending. This shocking news is not meant to harm you but to elevate you, to restore what was stolen, to vindicate you from accusations, to heal what was broken. You may have felt overlooked by people, but heaven has not overlooked you. Every seed you planted, every kindness you gave, every hidden good you did when no one was watching is now coming back multiplied. God says He is not only sending news, He is sending comfort. You will feel a warmth enter your space. You will feel a peace that does not match your surroundings. You will see signs around you, little confirmations that this message is real. A phrase, a number, a color, a song, a whisper in your spirit, these will be heaven's way of telling you, yes, it is happening. Do not dismiss these signs. Receive them. Pray over them. Speak your gratitude even before you see the full answer. This is your act of faith. This is how you align with the blessing. You are safe. You are protected. Nothing will go wrong with you. Even now, angels are being dispatched to the corners of your life, rearranging things, removing what no longer belongs, ushering in what you have been promised. The delay you experienced was not denial, it was alignment. Heaven does not operate in the rush of the world. Heaven moves